Akwaba busuafo nti enura na presidential media encounter ne baso. Na before na JoyNews for the news be about excavator. President John Dramani Mahama aba be clarify me hu de ekoso nyina. E na wasade bibisa to dwa say mo a mo gina ba bia na mo ka de mo pe no. Sisi de regulation ba.
Oye na ne.
Ababa so.
Gunza.
Nti a higher Swery World TV, and there's the brothers' reaction. Once again, I'm King Swery.
And I'm Brodolua.
Your story.
Recently, there was this news being circulating by JoyNews. We post videos here. I must say, excavators. I'm forwarding 8 excavators in Numere.
Numere
the swim.
Will be a danana, movie or moon excavators. Or Temaport.
Yesterday, presidential media
encounter.
And our excellencies, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to just say there be. Yes, I say. And this our crown, I say.
I was say we have permit answer. Nan a son and was say to so we have permit answer now the excavator number. But we money there or more in your permits into a more the excavator and a bagana ha and son a more permit. And also moye enone numere because say the way be easy traffic once say numere dey be hoyi free ni ade ntino moye na numere ba enye say omo wi omo ho ayi na numere.
With regards to excavators, we are enforcing the law that you must get the permit before the excavator is put on a ship. That is what the law has been, but it was not followed. And so they let the excavator land before they come and ask the Ministry of Transport for a permit. And so we've informed all the dealers that you cannot load an excavator onto a ship until you have gotten a permit. In the meantime, a lot of excavators have arrived at the port. And recently, somebody said they were being released at midnight to their owners and things. That's not true. What happens was there were so many that they had occupied a huge area of the port and congested the port. And so we found the land near Shy Hills, near the military installation. And the Field Engineers Regiment and others have been given charge to move the excavators from the port to that area so that they can free up space in the port. And they do that in the night because of traffic in the daytime. So in the night, they have the payloaders moving the excavators out of the port to the designated areas where they are supposed to be held. And before any of those excavators is released, they must be tracked. They must have a tracker on them. They must be registered by the owner of the excavator. And we must know the purpose for which the excavator has been imported. Because the construction industry also imports excavators. And so you cannot put a blanket ban on importation of excavators just because you think that every excavator is going to go into the illegal mining industry. Even the big mining companies that have licenses import excavators.
I can't see. And I got for to Ghana for city. And I moved through JoyNews. Say JoyNews where they be trying to I'm for a command to JoyNews for say in Tromabita. I know when I work, Oh. That means news and brother bring fan iron to.
To be muso or jandam like or bar behind the cheap. I'm a evening class graphic Ghana Chronicle crab be pusty on the X to say JoyNews for be a cast airborne which is so much antro. And information you can get false information sometimes. Yeah, a bit my bass or more caption no use you and I know one thing. Say be a
concern information when I know how much information you need. No more information. On I know wrong information.
Well, video
good information. To make sure I will try and through. But I can't city. I'm cook message class anything.
Will be a Canada. And I Ghana says to the Obama legit news part. They won't me join news in free. Into any aqua mistake in the best room say, Omusun truly omana. False news will be a source and no more than the year. Yeah. I think I join news to the member clarify.
Now comment section for so there. Omo dey bia oni omo twa dey hu hia nko a omo na comment section for ho aba asem.
And our president said to just say new media ya be a bit to say X, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, baby new social media ya about Twitch. And this is first, you know. And this is first traditional media na bit to say UTV, JoyNews, TV3 na go to omo production, producer ni, director ni, we can nsema enfo ata, mutimi ma our retract no. But new social media we dey. Nipa no chain camera si na nim to say dey ya na. No ofru no kan dey ope. Se sie dey e ba be regret. So unim now my force news and I say what can say me a bit my distract or my peace. A bit say na say tribal issue here cause what TikTok near the so we be now jijina mu den na be ke kan say mo enso ani a oluwa aso be eshi
na say konye comment for no comment section
now
I found you what body hu hia bia say be kan ni nyina na comment section for na offer na comment bibia
what enso ani bia no
comment section dey yenye ohwe
me use fake account
na say use fake account na comment section dey dey info mo like say dey say use fake account to your account to remote track using your phone IP number.
Maybe I would be IP number no so. Your fan say me gina easily go on. They met with no. A verify location. They be track what ba be chill.
Yeah, so an IP number ntina dey. Do to me ngade. This dey be your phone it me.
Nay, we free Ghana mu. Yes our Ghana mu kura na.
Na say bia
batteries ya ba.
What say bia what mo cook ma say. Akototo ma kra.
Akototo ya no fa
kra. What na kra no mo dey phone account no. Say be track akona phone wa kra.
Wa kra. No we tip ma say.
What phone from? Mo kuma say wa ja phone kuma say. Mo ja honko.
Nti upe so odi bone na say ne bia 16 range no top phone di ba bia. Wo koye dey open wa ha. No akwantena. Sense see dey esremo. Mama mukasa ho nti. Ade bia o dey ko media no so bia.
President kwa make you cry na say concerning media so rest in peace. The 8th event
helicopter crash here by ministers ne if we.
Now but I'm for
cancer
they have family it gets to them. Who get there now I say can you anyway. The word there.
The last time the GJ came to me, I mentioned to them that as the world changes and new technologies come, we're moving from not having just the traditional media into having what we call the new media. These are all the new social media instruments like TikTok, like Facebook, like X, and all of them. And so the traditional sense of journalists like you, most of you trained and working in media houses that have a corporate identity and can be held responsible for the information that you put out, is beginning to change. We have a new crop of I'll call them neo-journalists, who anybody with a phone and a camera can report news or comment on national issues. Now the point is, who holds those people responsible? And that's what he's saying. If you go to some of the WhatsApp platforms, or you go to some of the commentaries in the TikToks and others, we have what we call hate speech, incitement to violence. Those are criminal. Despite the fact that we have removed the criminal libel laws, there are some laws that make such people accountable. Because if we don't regulate that sector, it can lead this nation to war. There are some of the incendiary statements that have been made in the Boko situation that are fueling some of what is happening there, making people hate each other and see each other as enemies. It's been the same in the Gonja Brefo thing. Some people fanning and inciting violence against each other. This falls in the ambit of the National Signals Bureau. And so the National Signals Bureau now has the technology to use your IP number and find you wherever you are. So I'm sending a signal to Ghanaians that we can find you those doing those hate speech and things. We'll use your IP number, we'll trace you. And when we trace you, we'll deal with you under the criminal code for inciting violence and disturbance of the peace. But I believe that beyond that, we must start making regulation for this new media because it's unregulated. And so anybody just takes a phone and says, oh, this plane crash, I wish that so and so had been the one in the helicopter and had died, and dwarfs have eaten him in the forest. I mean, why would you say something like that? And so we need regulation for that new emerging media. But in the meantime, the National Surveillance Bureau has been given the full authority to track down people who do that kind of thing and bring them to be sanctioned under the...
Mama, President, can that mean say, we share videos, because he was very down. Once what can say, he was very emotional.
The TV. Now, when are the parent? At 2 years old,
or no moon, I can't go for suggestion was what in a cleaning.
I don't know, like, and so
it means that you
I saw some money actually. At we are the national thing will be a 29 year.
War party ain't you bonnet.
Oh, and wasn't a equal. Yes, there was a stop one. Very soon, when we quietly, no baby about camera, make president
in the oh, it's not fair. This is the one may I wear say. We have to see or bet you are better one can see the waka. And I say so much what teach been told them they can do it. That's what meaning. When you want the actual or 2 years. When you have action minds, what can I show you? You have like, I get it home. We don't use it. Where their families are the almost yes, I win effect to be a more offensive. Make I call one day. I do on my way. Oh, crown fan about Banner or how more, yeah, get more impact on them. So, all I do in Batum is a media net team. But I don't mind more, you know, some winning. Or my Joanna, more council. So, one mentality and the English to our Western City, I will understand it. Tom will be a hit on my come. Because when I'm ready. When I the Atom say, Ubabi minister. Also, Bobby Miss and one while you're a Canadian senior, will be trouble. To a new boy away, to a stiff fame, but the family near one. I say ex-president Nanado Dankwa, the wife here Rebecca. Knowing to me that some comments in the maybe group here or more can send for president who might be food many cheaper who go to the car boy.
Sit there and let people speak. Yeah, spend
you be an order command with my quinty. What do I wear? Say to man, a
family. I'm not of a what's what affect you now. But more young from me now.
We can't throw beer. Let him come in your bill. See, dear, who be named our bit number yet. Or he knew where I say, or he knew where I see. Or when you're teenage, no motion who said, I deal with my course in war Ghana. Comment cloud, yeah. To go about the comment say. President Mahama this. Yesterday. Comment here now. And 200 likes. You better be sure. And I know. On a need now. They are saying now. I'm talking phone. Tell for mo. Tell for this one. I'm talking phone. No. It's like 10,000. Come see when now. What is your boss now? What you should them? They be answer now more to go. Or no, we friend to my gonna be PM people are gross on Jane. And to my phone. Yes, you see, dear. See a kind of 1,000 black and 1 family. It's a couple of Kwame of a peer. Kwame a J. One an accounts will mean will be 100 and saying yeah, agenda boys and boys now making or so abandoned phones will be a kind of pen. You could comment promising charity beginner to men on best at free. Brown or TUS now say, oh, I think I'm running back. I think Mamma, yes, sir. Tis a CNA when you are Baba Carina, Brown or TUS in a start here. If it's Marcus win a beer, yeah, the name escape good, they are fine, but see, they are finny about Kenty. Yentimico, you should pass a in the second guy and go for be a better chill. They be 50 and air quantity. No excuse. Explain the message. I don't mean it's one to more a bit giant. To say nothing. I got a question wine cast and money own trendy. Yeah, the other comes will come money and someone trendy. Say negative nature is in a positive. And that's when yeah. All those negative trend, all right. Remember, we do the beer, we saw the sort of trendy. Oh, pass the CITS. You bet my cassette 15 hours. Yes. We'll be in view. By a cassette 30 seconds. You burn 30 seconds. You find see Mahama so. Boom. 30 seconds. Where's the name? Sra and airport. By also your best. And your best. Yes.
You should all desist from that at na way the move.
Yeah.
Yes, I say no. About no no. My they go too far.
Mama na bo. Your mama free mo de dom na account.
Yes, Remo. Ghana for.
And the children so I say wo ya.
Me it's actually me ya. Ebe obi so for ya.
Na wo mu na.
One bush of
Bush am bi am.
Una for do. Dino mo abaka tiom so bi awuza wo de ya chiwa me dem fa mo.
Be kwa ba.
Dino mo abaka tiom ne fa
ya. Se wo no ya antiba. Ifie ni bi. O ma me 20 million o de dane dan ni dwan. Ma dem fa nkotua police yi. Report ma dem fa ni enka so dikwa kotua ko belu. Ko so nse ma me fo no so na o mu niska no mo do nkwa o mo do ye o. Ono niska o bai. What say ya cho no ntimi ntina ne to so ni get record be ba bizu na afi na wa ba be you know wo so an say ni sika de trade ya na edi two trouble one goal to the extreme
too much until for the day
I just say busuafo
for to any in some president there or see if I'm can
so guys, thanks for watching this video. This is the brothers reaction. Subscribe to our channel, so subscribe here
and leave a nice comment. Okay,
once again, my name is Ken Swery
and I'm Bodolua. We are signing out.